Hello everyone, I am Bets Gold and thank you so much for joining me today. I am super excited that you're with me because I am sharing with you in this playlist. There are actually 5 videos. I was saying 4, but I just discovered that there's actually 5 videos that are going to be in this playlist from the new Simon Hurley and Ranger release. And I'm going to be featuring in this video a technique in which we pull apart this wonderful background stamp that is called Timber. It is so cool. And then I'm going to be utilizing with it bird buddies. How fun is this? I have a couple samples to show you as well, but first let's just dive on into our technique. The new ink that I'm going to be using in this video is Psych and Guppy. So a beautiful yellow. It reminds me of like the yellow of when I was growing up, and then a beautiful orange. Now, what is so cool about this background stamp is you can actually tear it apart and use pieces of it, or you can stamp the whole thing, or you can stamp each individual section a different color. So I have a couple samples I'm going to show you with that. Before I start to lay that out though on my stamp pad, I need to create my background and get some color on. So I'm first going to start to lay out some Psych. And the majority of the background on this is going to be this beautiful yellow. I am going to add in some Guppy as well. And what is so cool about this ink is it is water reactive. If you haven't seen my first video, go ahead and check it out because there's a really cool technique that I shared on that. Or you can just continue to play through the playlist and you'll get there. There is no right order to do this playlist in. It's all being released today, and you have access to it, and it's all gonna be just fine. All right, so I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to be adding in a little bit of, actually, I'm going to save Guppy. I'm going to add in some Piggyback, some of this beautiful Piggyback pink. And this isn't going to show up too much. It's just going to give a little bit of color and some spots. And the more you add, the darker it will get. Boy, that's sitting weird on that, isn't it? That's okay. It'll still do the job. Okay, and once we get that laid out to our liking, I think I'm good with that. You're just going to take a little bit of water, and I like this bottle because you can do a fine mist or you can release slowly and just get some droplets. And I'm just going for some droplets right now, and it immediately starts to react with that ink and lift it. So you almost get like this bleached out look on spots. And then I'm just gonna go over it and mop it up, get some of that moisture off, hit it with a heat gun just a second, and then we will put on our one tree. If you notice, I do heat both the front and the back, and that's because when you add water, it does saturate down through the back, and if you only heat up the front, that moisture will eventually come back through the top. So it's really important that you do both. So for this, I'm just going to be using this stamped section. So I'm just going to take that off, and I'm going to lay it out. I'm thinking over here on this side, about right there. Pull that on out. Yep, right there. And then I'm going to just stamp it with Guppy. Let me do one more time, though that looks pretty cute. All right, I love that. And then from here, I'm actually going to use, pull out some of my Bird Buddy stamps. And the first one I'm going to use is this branch right over here. I'm going to set it off like so. And about right there. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and just embellish this card and put it together. So I'm going to take my card front. I always do my card front flat because it'll allow for less of a bounce and I will get better placement. And I do like to use liquid adhesive over a tape runner because I can kind of smear it around and get good placement like so. And then from here I'm going to add this little sentiment right here. It says, "A little bird told me you're not feeling well," and I did add it on some pop dots as well. I'm just going to set that off to the bottom right there. And then I have these really great little guys. They're so cute. I love this one. That one I thought was just perfect with the sentiment, "You're not feeling well." So I'm just going to pop these little guys on. I used some alcohol markers to color them in. And then this little guy. So they're two kooky little birds. And then I'm going to add on a little bit of a couple of these Nuvo drops. And that card is done. Let me show you the other cute little samples that I came up with utilizing the timber background stamp and Bird Buddies. And if you want to see these more up close and personal, please make sure you check out my blog in which I will have all the samples listed. So this is the first one I did. "You're one of my favorite peeps." And I just did, again, the same technique with a different color timber on it. This one is so fun. "Happy Bird Day." So I have this little bird and his little nest and then a cute little hat and cupcake that also is part of the Bird Buddy set. Again, all of this has been colored with alcohol ink. And then last but not least, I utilized this one and I just made sure that I did the background timber in different colors. And it's Shake It Till You Make It Squawk. And it's the cute little peacock. Just love this. All right, you guys, I certainly hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you come back and check out the fourth in this playlist. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you do so. Please, please, please share this video with anyone you think has any interest in this. It does help my channel grow and it keeps me creating and able to bring you guys products like this and different tutorials. Also, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I do have provided my affiliated links to Ranger so you can get your hands on these brand new releases that are being released today, February 29th, 2020. Until next time, happy crafting!